Hi, my name is Peter Lambert and I'm the owner of the EEPC company. EEPC stands for the Efficient Energy Power Company. And that is what we offer to all of you out there. Efficient, clever radiators. A clever and easy to use heating system. We will present to you radiators that are made out of a 100% pure aluminium alloy. But here today I'm invited in Lloyd's kitchen. Hi Lloyd.
Hi Peter. Peter, you've been developing these rads for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Why are they so special?
The reason why they're so special, Lloyd, is because we have been busy here for more than 10 years watching to the way people are living here and also how people are heating. So what we have seen is that you have beautiful cottages, but in those cottages you have sometimes smaller spaces. That's why we developed those radiators about 600 to 1000 watts. Then you have open plan kitchens in the larger houses, and then you have apartments where you have also spacey rooms, master bedrooms, you name it. So that's the reason that we have an assortment going from 600, 1000, a 1500 and a 2000 watt radiator. But our radiators and every of our radiators is made out of a 100% aluminium alloys. Aluminium, one of the best conductors of heat after gold, silver and copper.
Really?
But they're very heavy and also very expensive. So our radiators have aluminium, and aluminium is also light. So that means when you wall mount them, it's very easy and you don't have to be afraid of breaking something down. Very important in our radiators is what we call the heating element, the heart of the radiator. And this radiator, yesterday we took a piece out of this.
We did.
And what you see here is the heart of the radiator. The heart is made out of ceramic. And I show you one, and then you will see this is not grayish as the one you see on the demo one. But this heart is first of all made out of a ceramic conceived by a paste, then which we do clay. And then we add some special components, and those components, one of them is called calonic feldspar. These components make those stones very efficient in terms of storing heat. The reason why we use ceramic, Lloyd, is because we were watching what the ancient people did. The old Romans, the Mayas, the Incas, you name it, they all used ceramic for that property, storing heat, retrieving heat. And if you remember when they looked to the villas of the Romans and to their bathhouses, they used ceramic bricks under which they lit fires, and those fires made the stone very warm. Really? And the ceramic was given to the water. So that is what we have done at EEPC. We conceived the ceramic, but we did even more. We use these things, and those you call in English coils. These coils allow us to bring this radiator and this technology into the 21st century, because this allows us to electrify the ceramic plate. And when we do that, we will put these coils into the tiles made out of the pastes that I just explained, and then those tiles go into ovens, and they are cooked to a temperature of 1200 degrees Celsius. So very, very hot.
Extremely hot.
And that for a period of 6 hours, during which they are cooked to a very tough construction, as you see here. And that is one of the reasons that we can give you a 10-year guarantee on the ceramic heart. On the aluminium body, we give you a lifetime guarantee. As you see here, this heart is being framed in. The frame allows us with these holes to attach it inside the radiator, resulting in no moving parts. So that means again, not deterioration by movements or whatsoever. But the most important part, of course, is what our radiator does in terms of heating. And what it does, I want to demonstrate that, if I may. So I will show you what the property is of our special ceramic. And, oh, sorry. So here you have, as I explained, a ceramic heart that we will use for demonstration. And here you see the plug. So from here on, you will see that this probe is measuring the inside temperature. And the inside temperature, we will follow that during our 1 minute demonstration. You hear it well, 1 minute. We will only use electricity for 60 seconds. This is the plug, and as you can see, the plug is attached to the ceramic stone. I will give you the plug. You can take the socket there, Lloyd. Yes, please. And I will give you the final. I will first, before we do that, I take a grab of what we call the ambient temperature. So on the surface of our ceramic, we currently, as you see, have 24.9 degrees Celsius. Inside we have 25.6 degrees. So I take again a one just to make sure that everyone has seen it. Okay. Now we go back to the plug and I will ask you, Lloyd, are you ready? One. So I take one. 1, 2, 3, plug in. And now we're speaking about plug and heat. And I will show you what I mean with plug and heat. So we have now 24.6 degrees Celsius coming from the surface of our ceramic stone. And now we are moving to 25.1. So remember, if you have a system where you have to wait for the water coming from the boiler, and remember how long that can take. So here you have a system that reacts in seconds. 25 degrees we have currently. I have now already 29.5. And look also to that temperature here.
Amazing.
So this is,
amazing.
This is measuring the stored heat. This is measuring the radiated heat. Radiated heat is currently already coming up to, and you will see it here, 36.4 degrees. And we have still 15 seconds that we can use power. I take another grab, 38.7 degrees. Look to the 37.6 degrees. Temperature here also going up. Plug it out, Lloyd. This was 1 minute that we used. Look now. So we left at 37. Look to that.
It's gone up already.
So this is 42.3 degrees on the surface of our ceramic stone. And inside we see, and here you see a temperature of 40, no, not 40, but
53.8.
So you see what happens
Wow.
here. So this is what we are doing. We are not using any electricity. And we have currently a temperature of 53.8 coming from the surface of our stone. But watch here, this is going up. And as you see, I have here the plug. And I'm not using any electricity whatsoever. And we're going up and up as I speak. So on the surface, 53.8. Nothing is in the socket, so we're not using any electricity whatsoever. We are almost unplugged as long as we were using electricity. So 53.8. No plug here and going up. Final reading, we have been now unplugged for 1 minute. We have 54.5 degrees. We have 33.7.8 going up.
Amazing, Peter. Absolutely amazing.
That's what I mean. So
Yeah.
this is going on inside your radiator. Don't forget, this is a demonstration. Don't do this at home. It's not safe.
No, I try not to.
No. And your radiator does everything automatically because your radiator has that inside built thermostat and also thermometer. So it measures the temperature and it will give you that benefit of that stored heat all the time. So don't worry and have still a look here. So you will see that temperature. We have now been unplugged from far more than we used.
Gracious, 36.
You see, and it still goes up and we still have more than 54.5 degrees coming out of our ceramic stone. So can I call this efficient?
Amazingly efficient.
Thank you very much, Lloyd.
We'll now use a thermal camera to further illustrate how the clever radiator continues to give out heat long after it's switched off. The ambient temperature was 19 degrees Celsius. After using just 15 minutes of electricity, our clever radiator went up to 73.8 degrees Celsius. We then removed the plug so the radiator was using no electricity whatsoever, just the stored heat in its ceramic heart. As you can see, after 30 minutes, we still had 38 degrees Celsius coming from the surface of our 600-watt clever, full aluminium EEPC radiator. Still double the temperature that we started with. Can we call this efficient? Maybe even super efficient. Just imagine how your utility bills could be reduced by not having to constantly use electricity to heat your home. After an hour and 10 minutes, we still had more than 27 degrees Celsius coming from the surface of our 600-watt EEPC radiator.
I understand that these radiators incorporate the very latest smart technology.
Not even smart, but I will call our system clever. So what we have done is that we conceived these radiators, as I said, over the last 10 years. But during those 10 years, we added all the latest technology into it. So of course, the ceramic is still very, very important, but we brought these into, you could say, the digital way of living. So we speak a lot about smart, we speak a lot about digital way, but this is clever. And the thing about clever is that your radiator will do exactly what you want. You're in permanent and full control of our radiators, and that wherever you are in the world. So once that you connect our radiators through a free app that we offer you, you will have the possibility to use it from your smartphone, and you can download this app for free, either from the App Store or from the Google Store. So very easy to find, and you just put in EEPC and you will find the radiator symbol there, and you just download it. From there on, everything is explained in a very easy and simple way. But very important to know is that our radiators, they can work with that clever technology, and I would say state-of-the-art technology, because it always goes in terms of upgrade. So it will follow the latest tendencies regarding efficiency. It will also look to whatever your governments decide in terms of pricing about electricity or whatever you require, and it will always be up and state-of-the-art, so it always follows up. For you, all the upgrades, they are free of charge, so don't worry about this. Once you have an EEPC radiator, you have everything there, you could say, for your life. Everything will be ready there. If you need additional information, you just go to our website and you will find some more information there. Then if you look to what I would say regarding into smart, clever technology, don't forget that the ceramic is now being controlled by the fingertip, and that remains. So for those people who don't really want to have, you would say, a lot of technology added to it, still it's simple, and I can show you later on. It's just a knot on a dot, and it goes by itself.
What actually does the app do?
But the app gives you the possibility not only to remote control your radiator, but also to monitor it. Okay. And then it gives you also the easiness of a big screen, depending of course on your smartphone, but that allows you to adjust the program, so you can program your radiators. You can also measure your consumption of electricity, but even better than that, you can also add a budget to each and every radiator in the room. But very important is that this app, you can see it as a digital thermostat. So in each zone, each area of your house or building, whatever you have, it gives you the possibility to connect radiators and allocate them to the zone they're in. Let's say you have 2 radiators in the kitchen, you have 2 in your lounge, and you have 1 in a bathroom. What gives you the possibility then is that you can get these radiators in a frame saying bathroom zone, living room, kitchen.
And I can control these individually.
And you can control them, but the good thing about our system is that as each and every radiator has an integrated thermostat, it gives you the possibility of giving you that efficient way of heating. Meaning, let's say you have 2 radiators in a room, one is on the south side, one on the north side, so warm side, cold side of the room. You ask for 22 degrees. When one of the radiators is measuring 22 or more, it won't use any electricity whatsoever. Again, if you look to other systems, you will see that you have to wait for a long time, and in a lot of systems you will have a thermostat. Either you will have 2, maybe 1 downstairs, 1 upstairs, but they only command on a certain level in the room. Ours command, but they command your radiator, so that means that your radiator is in full control by yourself. Our app also always suggests you the way of using it, so it won't impose anything. You're the master of your radiators. You're in full control of your radiators.
I also understand the app has voice control.
Yes, Lloyd, you can operate each and every radiator by voice. But even so, our app gives you a lot of possibilities, and I can give you some examples. Let's say that you're running late, and you know that you want to come into a warm and cozy living room or kitchen. You just look to the app, you will see the temperature that your room is in, and you then just adjust it to the temperatures you want. You want to come to a warm and cozy house, so very easy to do from wherever you are. Then presume that you're asked to do some overtime, and you know it's getting cold, it's getting late, and I will have to wait a long time to be home, but it's so chilly that you want to have that nice warmth. As you saw in the demonstrations, our radiators warm up very quickly, but they store a lot of heat also. So you just put in the timer, and you can ask your radiators to come on at the time that you presume that you will be home. So again, very, very easy to do. And then let's say for those people who run a hotel, you run a hotel and one of your guests is calling reception, asking, could you please set up the temperature a little bit higher? You just look to the app, you see on the app, let's say 20 degrees, but your guest is asking 22. Just push the button, it goes to 22 degrees, and your guest will be fantastically amazed about the quickness that you can heat up his room. Then another possibility could be for those people that say, yes, Peter, that's all very nice and we are all thrilled about it, but we have also, or a granny and whomever there, they don't like anything. So very simple, you can operate your radiator manually. You don't need anything else, just your finger, plug and play, and that's it.
I know that EEPC prides itself on its environmental credentials. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, of course, Lloyd. If you have a look to our website, you will see that we have a lot of certifications, and they all come with the different parts and components that we use in our different products. So that means that all of our raw materials that we use are also used as in components, and they can be recycled fully for 100%. In terms of efficiency regarding heating, we have an efficiency rate of 99.2%.
That's very good.
And the rest is only used for the standby mode, who's important for a radiator to be in full control. So if you look to all of this, that means that our radiators comply with the highest level of these things. So, and that I think is very, very, very important.
What makes these radiators such cost-effective heating solutions?
Well, it's the way that we have constructed these radiators. So if you look to the radiator, as you know, they're made out of 100% full aluminium alloy. Aluminium, one of the best conductors of heat, but also very important, of course, is inside the radiator. Inside the radiator, you have a heating element. We call it the EEPC heart of your radiator. And that heart has a property of storing heat in a very, very good way. And then what's also important, of course, is the control of the heart. In each and every EEPC radiator, you have an integrated thermostat. And that thermostat is measuring the temperature outside but also inside your radiator, and that makes it switching off and on all the time, and doing by that you're not using any electricity useless. So again, what I want to underline is that our radiators give you that opportunity of being not only very efficient, but look here, and that is a part of the efficiency. You see there's still more than 30 degrees inside our ceramic heart, and here if you look to the outside, you still have 30.6 degrees Celsius coming from the surface of our ceramic stone. And it hasn't been used power for more than half an hour. So that is what your radiator does. That is what's cost effectively. It switches itself off. It doesn't use electricity on a continuous basis. And I think that's important to know.
My mum's concerned at the cost of heating her bungalow. She's asked me to go and buy a fan heater or a convector heater. She's even considered switching the central heating off altogether.
I know, Lloyd, that a lot of people, and especially the elderly, are very, very worried about their heating bills and about heating in general. And in a national newspaper last year, it was even mentioned that 60% of the elderly are rationing on heating, and that 42% of them also consider to cut back on food just to make the heating bills affordable. Yeah. So I find this very, very sad. So we, with our EEPC Clever Radiators, we offer you a solution, and a solution in terms that by using our system, as you have seen through the demonstrations, you never use electricity on a continuously basis, because our radiators have that benefit of that stored heat inside that good solid ceramic heart, and it cuts down the power, so you're not using it, you could say, as a waste. Yeah. And if you go back to that fan heater that your mom was considering buying, you remember, if you use a fan heater, okay, maybe for an hour, but after 2 hours, 3 hours, a whole day, you can have a headache, a sore throat.
Sore throat, yeah.
I mean, it's not very healthy, and also it's not heating the area, it's heating a spot, a certain zone. Sometimes people go so near to it just to feel the heat, but around them it's still cold and sometimes also not healthy. So I would strongly not advise them to use these radiators. There where our radiators gives you safety, gives you comfort, and give you everything you need in terms of being effective with the heat and with the heating bill. And I can assure you, you watched the demonstration, you know now how our radiators work, and I think that you should do that. You can compare it with a car. In each car almost you have the spare tire. Spare tires can be very, let's say, lucky that you have it, because you can be helped with them, but you will drive maybe 5 miles, 10 miles with them, but after a while it becomes so uncomfortable. Then it's also dangerous, because if you're on the motorway, you have to leave the motorway, you can't continue to drive as before. and you can compare it with that. Okay for an emergency, but not for on the long run. I would strongly advise to use oil efficient radiators.
Yep, I can see that these heaters are fantastic for use in all types of settings. Who else should consider using these radiators?
Well, you can use them, let's say that you have a plan and you just want to extend your house or make something else out of it, and you need something in terms of heat. These radiators will the answer to it. You don't have to extend your existing heating, no drilling holes to put pipes in, just you take the EEPC clever radiator and you attach it, you wall mount it, or in the conservatory you can use the stand and just attach it to the floor. So quite easy to do. Even more than that, Lloyd, even they are mobile, so that means you can take them with you. You can even use them if you go on a holiday, you go with your camper, you go with your caravan. I know there's less power that you can use there, but therefore we have the 600 and the 1000 watt radiator that can be easily used to warm up your fort tent or to warm up your caravan. So quite easy. For those people who have hotels or B&Bs, these radiators there really can be used in terms of an efficient and effective way. And don't forget, you're always in full control of your radiator, either in the house, and also if you use our app, with your app you can control your EEPC clever radiators from wherever you are. And then for those people, the professional people, I mean those people who have offices, who have big buildings, use an EEPC radiator, because you know these radiators don't use electricity on a continuously basis. And also you have that app. That app gives you a lot of possibilities.
Total control, is that right,
Full
Peter?
control, full control. And don't forget, they come with that lifetime guarantee and a 10-year guarantee on the heart that it's in them.
Peter, these radiators are fantastic. Would you mind going through some of the key benefits of the product for us again, please?
Of course, Lloyd, with pleasure. So if you look to our radiators, what is the key benefit? That is that you are in full control. You control your radiators from wherever you are, whenever you want and how you want. You set them to the temperature you want, and that is what it will do. It comes with the app. If you want to use it, you can use it. It's all free of charge. It's all in the bundle. Then if you look to the radiator in terms of safety, everything is there. It's not only a high quality product backed with a lot of guarantees, like a lifetime guarantee on the aluminium casing, a 10-year guarantee on the ceramic heart, but it has also all the safety features that you can imagine. Then of course, and that's very important for everyone out there, these radiators, these EEPC clever radiators, they give you a gentle, comfortable, nice warmth without the constant use of electricity, without the constant use of power. And that is for you very, very, very important. And you can use them wherever you want, when you want and how you want. And I think that's really in a nutshell what these radiators are all about.